All right, man. So here we are with the one and only Sway J in the building. How you doing, bro?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. How you feeling? You feeling? You feeling good?
Feeling good,
You look
man.
good, man. You look like look like $1,000,000.
I'm trying to look like Malik. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Man,
good,
I'm
man.
here with a good friend, someone that inspires me creatively,
Wow.
inspires me entrepreneurially,
Wow.
and as a human being, man. We're here with Sway, man. Welcome, 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 welcome. How you
Thank you,
feeling?
thank
Good?
you. Bro, those words are crazy to hear from
Yeah.
you, man. That's how I feel about you.
Yeah,
you,
bro.
You are you are what I look up to as an entrepreneur, father, businessman. So you saying that about me, that means
Man, I remember
everything.
the first time I heard about you. It was during COVID,
Yeah.
and you were like on lives, and you had hundreds of people. I couldn't get away from. I'm like, yo, this guy. Who is this guy? And man, you have just blown up. You're everywhere, and we're just like, I'm just happy to be a part of the blow up, man.
Wow.
Like you are everywhere, bro. How's it feel?
I didn't know you were watching.
Yeah, always watching, man. I'm always watching.
No, man, it feels great. I'm very blessed. I have a solid foundation,
Yeah.
a solid team,
Cool.
my family, Curate. I just have the right people around me,
Yeah.
pushing me to these great times in
Yeah.
my life.
So speaking of foundation, man, like where are you originally from?
So I'm from the Bronx. I was born in the Bronx.
BX. I'm from Brooklyn, so
Yeah, we kind of the same clique. But I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. I was born and raised. I moved out here in Fort Myers area when I was in 7th grade. That's when I met DJ Promo
Yeah. Bro,
in,
was one of our
in
DJs.
7th, 8th grade. And I was here for a couple years, moved back, and then just moved back again, back and
Yeah.
forth this whole time.
Man.
And I just, I love it here. People ask me, where you from? And I'm like, I'm from Fort Myers,
Yeah.
Cape Coral. But they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, that's
would you
where
ever
my
move
home.
back? Would you ever move back to the Bronx?
To the Bronx? To the Bronx? I don't know about
You
that.
just say no. It's okay. They ain't gonna find
Nah. Catch me in White Plains or something like that.
you. Yeah. So okay. So from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Where are your parents from?
My parents are Dominican. They met in New York. They met in the Bronx. They were married. They dated for 4 months, got married, and I was conceived and born in the first year of their marriage.
You're the so
I'm the firstborn, yes.
firstborn of how many?
I have a sister and 2 half siblings.
Okay.
Twins.
All right, so give me the vibes growing up in the Bronx. Like what's the soundtrack to your childhood in the Bronx? Like what are you listening to growing up? Like what's the vibes?
What comes to mind right now is straight bachata,
Mhm.
Anthony Santos.
Yes.
The most hickest thing you could hear as a Spanish person, Dominican,
Uh-huh.
born and raised in the Bronx. That was me.
That was you.
I was all in the bodegas,
Uh-huh.
listening to all my bachata, merengue, típico.
All right, let me walk it through. You go to the bodega.
Yeah.
What's your candy of choice when you go to the bodega?
Skittles.
Skittles. Word. I was a
Skittles.
peanut chew. You know what the
You're
peanut
from
chew?
Brooklyn, that's why.
The peanut chews. I don't feel like even anyone from Florida knows what those are, but
Nah.
there's the peanut chews and then the ices, obviously. For the
Oh, okay, yeah, but I would get the ices after I get my slice of pizza.
Okay.
So
okay.
hot and cold,
Okay,
you
I
feel
see what
me?
you did.
Right after the park.
I got it. So what about any? So obviously, New York. Obviously, you have that Spanish background, Latin background. Like anything other musically American wise. Like what was the
yeah.
first rapper? Like
Bro,
who
so-
was your first favorite rapper?
Wow. So I'll tell you that. So I used to be a Radio Disney guy. That was me. I was the pop, I was into pop first.
Really?
Yeah, I loved NSYNC, Justin Timberlake,
Let's go.
Backstreet Boys. That was me first. And then I had my cousins come from the Bronx. So like, yo, you got to check out what Hot 97 is. I'm like, what's Hot
Oh,
97?
because you were in Florida.
No. I was
you
still
were-
in the Bronx,
Oh, okay,
but I was
okay.
just my parents. They were trying to keep me in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
pop, radio.
Yes.
They
You
didn't
go
want
watch Lizzie McGuire when you
yeah,
get home from
yeah.
school.
They wanted me chill, rated PG. You feel me? And then my cousins, they would come and tell me like, "Yo, you gotta check out on Hot 97. There's this new track with Biggie or this new track with Eminem, Snoop Dogg." I'm like, "Who's that?" I hit the radio, man, and my life
Game
changed.
over.
My
Game
life
over.
changed completely. I fell in love with hip hop. I became an Eminem stan when he first came out. I was with Snoop Dogg. I started learning what Big Pun was, at that time.
Yeah, and that's and then pun. Once you get on pun,
Yeah, come
it's
on, the
over.
lyrical master, So I was all
Crazy.
over the New York hip hop scene. 50 when he came out, all that, man. I fell in love with hip hop
Dang. Okay.
young.
Young. Yeah. How old are you when you moved to Florida?
I was like 10, 11,
Okay.
something like that.
So you get to Florida,
Yeah.
and then where'd you go to? You middle school, high school?
So I went to 7th grade. I went to Mariner Middle.
Yeah.
8th grade, I went to Trafalgar. Ninth and 10th grade, I was in Ida Baker, and then
Okay.
I was moved back to New York.
Okay. So my
Yeah.
question for you is like this musical background of like
Crazy, yeah.
of like
Everything.
pop,
Yeah.
bachata, and then
Yeah.
like old school hip hop.
Yeah.
How does that play out with you at weddings and like events you do
Oof.
with us? Like how does that play out, bro?
So realistically, I'm my music library is just everywhere. I can read the crowd and see, okay, they like that hip hop. I remember that. I know what it is. I was there for that. I was outside. So, I put them the 2000s hip hop. If I could read the crowd and I see that they like their Spanish stuff, I can put the bachata and, slow it down, the tempo. You know how we can
Sure.
read the tempos
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that. It's just going with the times too, even evolving with what it is now, what hip hop is, what trap is. It's been all formatted for me like throughout my life. I've had libraries on Apple Music.
I mean, all right. You might have, you do. You have the title on our team
Yeah.
of all 15 of us. You might be one of the best. Like you might be the best curator as far as music. You made me a playlist that I still go back to.
Yeah.
Apple Music playlist.
Yeah.
You made it specifically
For you.
for me,
Yes.
and it's
Wow.
probably no skips. And like I feel like you died, like you get the Lupe, you're hitting you're hitting like
And that's that we just met,
NERD. Yeah, and
And
you
that's
like, I'm
I
like,
didn't
this
know you.
guy.
I'm just going by what I see, like
Yeah.
and I know what your lane was. So I was like, all
But
right.
right there, okay. So you just doing that, you going, knowing what my lane is what I
Yeah.
do when I say curation.
Yeah.
You literally put yourself in my shoes
Yes.
and go, what does Malik want to hear?
Yes.
And I think that's what you do on the dance floor. I think that's
Yes.
what you do for these couples.
Yes.
It's like you put yourself in and go, what do they want to hear?
Yeah.
And I get the pleasure of getting the after the wedding text of like, yo, Sway J. Yo. And then we went to the after party with him. And I'm like, yo, so I mean, is that a gift you always have? Like, where does that gift come from for you?
That's God, man. Honestly, I'll be honest. I don't want to sound spiritual or nothing, but that's God gave me that when I was young. I was always the kid with the aux cord. I was always the one burning CDs off of LimeWire. You know what that is.
Yo.
Before Spotify Kids, before Apple Music, we had to burn CDs and listen to them in the car beforehand, and then blast it on the way to work or school, and that was me all the time. I loved just listening to music and formatting these playlists and curating them.
That's crazy.
That's
But
that's my joy.
because most people just think about what they like.
Yeah, no.
And so on the dance floor, all right. So like you play a song and it doesn't hit. Like, what are you doing right there?
If I see that it doesn't hit, which is rare, but if I see that it doesn't hit, it's a quick transition to the next song and to the next genre, or just having the energy to give it back to the people so they can like, okay, we'll get on this wave,
yeah.
Like it's all mastermind type stuff. You kind of manipulate.
So when you're
the crowd.
mixing, are you trying to like? And it could be a mixture of both, but like, are you trying to put them on the new stuff? Are you trying to make them remember the old stuff? Like, what's your vibe when you're spinning, man?
All right, bro. So this is top secret stuff.
Top secret.
So what I like going with when I start a party is I like to go into the stuff that everybody knows. Keep it very wide, variety of everybody knows. Oh, everybody knows that song. And then as the night continues to go, and the tempo keeps rising, I like to put in some things to see how they react. And if I see that they react good to it, keep it going there for a couple more minutes. Yeah. And then switch back out to the variety. Keep it on. Oh, everybody knows this song. So it's always an in and out type of thing. What I like to do with the crowd.
So
it's just some manipulation stuff that as a DJ you gotta learn as you go.
Do you feel like DJing is an art or science?
As an art or science? Wow.
Because that sounded very scientific. That sounded mathematical, actually. Let me go. Let me
Yeah.
go another
It's
subject.
both, bro.
Yeah.
Because it is it is an expression of your art, of how you express yourself and how you put out music to the world. But it also is calculated on how to format this, how to
Yeah.
transition in and out of songs. Not everybody can do it
Yeah.
in that matter. You have to have a specific I guess cheat sheet or whatever,
Yeah.
just your way of
Well, so
manipulating it.
with Curate, we have a really cool process where they're able to add songs to their Vibo app.
Yes.
You like
Oh, I
that?
love
Yeah,
that.
it's fire.
I love that.
So, I mean, let's say like halfway through the wedding planning process, you go and check their songs and like,
Yeah.
what do you do like when you see like they got a fire playlist? Are you excited? Like,
I'm so excited, man. I go in like licking the chops.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, oh, this is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
I already know how I can, get this crowd crazy hype. Uh, I know how I can add my flavor on top of what they already want. So it's dope when I see that. It motivates me to throw a better show for them.
can you remember like in recent history like your favorite wedding to date and what about it you love? Like what was
Yeah,
it?
I mean, I'll be honest. These weddings have all been a great experience, and I'll fucking cherish them forever.
Mm.
Like there was this one particular wedding I had last July, with the Millers.
Ooh.
So it was a destination wedding in Fort Lauderdale, and they had their whole family come in. I think from Cali or something like that. And man, we were setting up. Me and Taylor, my assistant at the time, and bro, it was getting cloudy. It was an outside venue, and it started looking like really bad. Like, whoa, it's gonna rain. It's gonna like mess up this wedding. And brother, when I tell you, it was one of the best experiences I ever had.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Did it rain?
It rained.
Did they party in
As
the
soon
rain?
as the ceremony was over, it started pouring, bro. They didn't even have
was
cocktail.
outside?
It was outside. They didn't have cocktail or nothing. And it was just pouring, and the equipment, we had to move it in a little bit inside. Everybody was like under this little like rooftop right outside was everything else. So it started pouring. Man, the first thing I started putting was Umbrella by Rihanna. I wanted the vibe to keep going. I didn't want this thing to stop,
Bro, that's a
so
gift.
I put in Umbrella, right? Nobody was down the whole time. Everybody was like, as soon as I put that, everybody's like, you know what? Yeah. And bro, when I tell you, before reception even started, we had people outside dancing, bro.
Bro, like,
And when reception started, when we started the actual thing, man, it was so beautiful. We have pictures to this day. I still look at them. And it's just pouring rain, but you see everybody just having the time of their life.
bro.
And I'm just,
What?
I'm there too. I'm feeding off of that energy. You're feeding off of this energy, and you're like, wow, these people, they're not discouraged. They didn't let anything stop them from, having a time of their life. And that's what we do it for, times like that. Bro, trust me, I don't know if you've had a wedding like that, but if you ever have a raining wedding outside and everybody's still lit for it, it's the best.
Well, you got to
thing
realize,
ever,
bro, you were the exact person that wedding needed.
Wow.
Because you got to think about it. Like,
Wow.
that could have went left. That could have killed the party.
Mm-hmm.
But because of who you were and where you're from and how you were raised and your story, that ability to look at the crowd and ask yourself, if I was them, what would I need?
Yeah.
And I would need someone to go, nah, it's lit.
Yeah.
You know why? Boom. Under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, eh. Shout out Rihanna, ASAP Rocky as well. So bro, that's beautiful. That's that's exactly, I think, best case scenario for everybody on our team is that you can show up as your best self and be exactly what is needed for the day.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful, bro.
Bless, bro. Bless.
So my question for you is why? Why do you do this? Why show up and take weekends out of your time with your family to throw these parties, to show up for these people on their best day of their life? Why for you?
Well, where we come from, we have a tough upbringing. And, for me, I used to work 2 jobs, 3 jobs at a time. And that was really hard work for me. This is not hard work for me. This is a dream come true for me. This is what I always wanted to do. This is my passion. This is what I enjoy, my joy. This is, what my family, the sacrifice I do have with missing out on some things with family is all, is all part of this dream. This
Yeah.
dream, it has the sacrifices, but I'm living a dream. I'm not working.
I think it's important to say, right? Like, and it's not that we say it in like a guilt way of like, I'm leaving my family to be here with you. No,
Yeah.
it's a privilege. It's like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
like I got 52 weekends in this year.
Mm-hmm.
One of these is dedicated to you two and your family and your guests,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna throw the sickest party. Like that's important for people to hear,
Yeah. Yeah.
and because, but it's not like it's. You said it's not hard work, and I love that because it is hard work.
We just
but
make it look
not-
easy, but
yeah,
it's really.
but like when you, it sounds so cliche, but who cares?
Yeah.
When you're doing something you love,
Yeah.
it
It's
doesn't
not-
feel like work.
No.
So I heard it say this is I think it's Japanese. It's a word called ikigai.
Okay.
Ikigai is when you are able to combine what you love, what helps people, and what provides for you all in one. You're able to make some money off of doing something you love
Mm-hmm.
and something that you're good at
Yeah.
that helps people.
Yeah.
That's like the middle point of that what do you call it, the compare and contrast, the Venn diagram, where you have that and the thing in the middle. That's where you're at, bro. You're in the flow, and then you're getting like pulled to go DJ for these big artists in Miami and Tampa and New York and like,
That's the dream too.
bro, and you're and then
That's
you're
the dream
coming
too.
back, and so we have the privilege of having like a local, not even local, worldwide celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Man, so before we get out of here, man, I want to ask you, like, I know what you're really good at. Like, to me, you are a curator at heart. You can really read a crowd. You can bring the energy. What do you feel like is your like thing? Like, what do you feel like you bring to every event you do that is uniquely you, man? Like, what do you feel like that is?
I think it's my voice. I think it's the way I think, like you said earlier. I think like the audience. I think like if I'm them. And I was them for a while.
Yeah.
I used to go to your shows
Yeah.
and I used to be in the crowd and I used to study what everybody else was doing. So now that it's, my turn or whatever, in a sense, I know what to do with it. I know what power I have. So it's really just the understanding of music, my voice, the energy that I do bring. It's not that it's different from anybody else, but it's unique.
It's what you.
It's
If
unique.
somebody might have that same thing, but whatever it is, you are being true to who you are.
Yes.
And you're bringing that to whatever you do, and that's all that matters.
Wherever
man.
I'm at too.
Yeah, man. I mean, bro, it's a pleasure to have you on the team. It's so exciting to just hear every couple that you engage with. Just absolutely
man.
love you, and you create this like
Blessed.
lifelong connection with these people.
Yeah.
And I get to be a front row seat to it, man.
Wow.
So thank you so much for chatting with me, man, for vibing.
Brother, thank
you
you.
so much, bro.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you to all the couples that have done these weddings with me. I'm forever grateful. I'm so just happy, just happy to even be around, beautiful people like that. These weddings are not just, any weddings. Every one of them feel very special, and they go long ways to me in my heart. So
let's end this on a high note real quick. Last question. You got 5 best artists of all time.
oh my gosh. Oh my
5
God.
best artists in any genre,
Jesus Lord.
any time period, dead or alive. I
Wow.
mean, top 5 artists of all time.
You would put me in that spot, right?
I'm gonna put you there. I don't
All right,
care.
of all time.
All time.
All right. Put Bob Marley in there.
Bob, ooh.
He's in there. This is not in order.
This is good. Not in
this
order.
is-
Not in order. Not in order.
This is
not in
just
order.
out the top
Go.
of the brain. Bob Marley. Wow, bro. Tupac.
Okay, this is good.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
That's a legend. Don't sleep. That's a
Bro,
legend.
I'm awake. I'm married to a Latina.
You already know that. Bad Bunny. Okay, the fourth one, I'm gonna keep in New York, Biggie.
Biggie. Okay.
And fifth,
We got 2 in rap, 1 in reggaeton, 1 in reggae.
yeah. And fifth, I'm gonna say
You better put my boy in there, bro. I swear to God.
Wow, this is so hard, bro.
know,
There's
it's okay.
100 million artists in the
They're
world.
They're gonna kill you for this, though. Either way.
Man. Give me Usher.
Usher.
Give me Usher. Give me Usher.
I was hoping for Ye, but it's too controversial. Now.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it.
Have you
I needed an R&B. Have you seen Usher live?
The Vegas skating?
So I haven't seen Vegas, but I've seen him live.
It's good though. Usher's
Usher's goated. If anybody who doesn't agree, I'm sorry. I mean,
Usher beat Chris Brown in the verses.
That's tough.
Okay, we'll end it on
That's tough. That's tough. I want to see it though. I want to see it, but Usher is that guy.
That answer tells me everything about you, and it tells me that you can literally rock any freaking party. So, love you, brother. Thank you so much for being here.
Matter of fact, let's do a toast real quick.
Hey, toast.
Curate.
Curate, man.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.